Sup guys, CxrdMxster here, and today we're going to be talking about Hentai Heroes. The first episode finally came out, and I'm excited to give you guys my thoughts. So, without wasting any time, let's get right into it. Now, the first episode was more of like a world building, so that we get familiar with the setup and the characters. I mean, obviously, more people are going to be introduced, but yeah, it just gave us a basis to start with, and the protagonist is a guy called Reto, right? And he's a short guy, he's the typical anime protagonist, I mean, it's the first episode, so I can't really say much about him. We'll see as time progresses, right? And another character to take note of is Hoshino, right? Who is Reto's childhood friend. But apparently there was a tragic event that occurred with these are they aliens? I'm sorry, you guys, forgive me. Um I wasn't paying too much attention, but I will get this correct. What I do know is there are these creatures that drain humans of their H energy, right? And there was an incident with one of them when Rito was with Hoshino when they were still children, and this kind of this forced Hoshino to change her character entirely. She basically became cold towards boys and the likes. Now, in the beginning, you as the viewer think, oh, maybe the creature like drained her of her H energy, so she's emotionless. She can't show um any feelings towards the other sex. She basically hates boys for what they are, right? But that's not the case, and you'll see this as we get to the end. Now, it's kind of sad because we get to see flashbacks of like Reto and Hoshino, and they were like really good friends, and like Hoshino used to be a tease and the likes, it was cute. And Reto was a bit more reserved, right? Obviously, the tables have turned. There are these funny moments in the anime, like you obviously have the boys which are pervs, well, the protagonist's friends who are which are pervs, and they got like this adult magazine, basically talking about this stuff. And there's this moment when Hoshino has just had about enough of their discussion. She pulls up, puts an end to it, and you get to see how the dynamics changed between the Hoshino of the past and the Hoshino of now, right? Um, this will make more sense once you watch the episode. So yeah, basically the first half of the episode is just Reto, reminiscing about the times he used to have with Hoshino. And we then also learn that he's a hero of some sort, who fights off these creatures now, and he does so by using his H energy, right? So apparently I think you have to have certain levels of H energy, or you have to produce certain levels of H energy in order for you to get like this device that converts it into, I don't know, I guess superpowers, to put it simply, right? Which they then use to take on these creatures. So yeah, in the beginning we only know of Freto being the one with these abilities, but as the episode progresses, we're introduced to other characters. The one that I caught on, well, the name that I caught on to was Momoka, right? In which she seems like she has a very interesting character, which will probably create an interesting dynamic in the anime, especially if they're gonna try and do the whole harem thing, which I'm willing to bet a dollar that they are. They've already set it up. An example of this would be when later on in the episode when Reto and Hoshino get attacked by one of the creatures, right? And long story short, Hoshino ends up helping Reto fight off the creature because apparently her H energy levels are like off the charts, right? So, that happens. And the thing is, once you use the device, like, I guess the activation of your powers is so intense that your clothes literally get ripped off, you know? And like, Reto's teammates basically pull through to help these guys out, give them clothes, and they're all girls and the likes. And Momoka is out here telling what's her name, Hoshino, that she's gonna have to live with them now, since she's a part of the team. And there's this moment where like Hoshino realizes that like Reto's been living with these three girls and the likes, and she freaks out, and then there's the obvious baka followed by, some type of a strike, right? So yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a very interesting dynamic there. Now, I've just mentioned that like Hoshino's H energy is off the charts, right? So we learn something very crucial to Hoshino's past. Apparently, when Reto and Hoshino got attacked by one of these creatures, right? It wasn't able to completely drain her of her H energy, right? And it was shocked, it was basically just like calling her a perv, because what type of thoughts would she be having, that amount to her producing this much H energy that even a creature like her isn't able to completely drain her off at all, you know and that's basically why she became cold towards boys, because she didn't want to be seen as this dirty person who had these dirty views and the likes, which is understandable. But you read, I don't think, I don't know. You know what? I'm not Hoshino. I don't have the same type of thoughts that she does. But I wouldn't care what any of these creatures said, to be honest with you. Because what right do they have? And literally, the actions that these creatures are taking might lead to the extinction of the human race, because apparently the percentage of the human race interested in repopulating keeps decreasing because of these creatures. So they are a problem, and they do need to be taken care of. Now, basically, the episode ends at the end, after we realize that Hoshino has this incredible amount of H energy within her, or she produces this incredible amount, and we learn that she's going to be joining the team, because they were it's centered towards somewhat in the middle when Reto mentions to ooh, I forgot the name. Like I said, forgive me, guys. Literally just watched it. I haven't caught on to the names yet. But there's this important guy. I think he's the one who made the devices, and he was looking for another team member for this hero squad or whatever. And Hoshino, apparently, she has what it takes to become one of them. So yeah, that's been the first episode. I liked it, Like I said, I've been hyped about this anime since I heard it was gonna come out. So I am going to be following it, I am gonna try and do better reviews or better overviews, and try to do a better job to give you guys my thoughts. But if you like